America, the richest nation on earth, and yet $35 trillion in debt. The system that built global wealth is now running on borrowed time. This is the untold story of how money, power, and debt reshape the American dream. And what happens when the bill finally comes due. Every second, the number climbs higher. Every dollar we spend is borrowed from tomorrow. Welcome to America's $35 trillion problem. And before we start, subscribe to the Money Manual, where we decode the hidden systems controlling your money, your future, and your freedom. America's debt clock never stops. It spins like a time bomb, numbers racing faster than we can comprehend. Politicians argue. Economists debate. But the truth is simple. America owes more than it can ever repay. We've normalized the impossible. A nation that borrows $1 trillion every 100 days, pretending it can go on forever. Debt isn't just a number, it's the shadow that follows every paycheck, every price tag, every dream. The world watches because when America breaks, the whole system breaks with it. Money feels real, solid, tangible. But in truth, it's a promise, backed by nothing but trust. When banks issue loans, they don't move money from one account to another. They create new money from nothing and call it credit. Every dollar in circulation started as debt. Every loan creates a dollar, and every dollar creates another loan. It's a cycle that can't stop, because if the loans stop, the money disappears. The American economy doesn't grow on value. It grows on belief. The U.S. doesn't pay off its debt. It replaces it. Old bonds mature, new ones take their place. Interest piles on. In 2000, the debt was $5.6 trillion. Now it's $35 trillion. 6 times bigger in just one generation, and yet every new crisis demands more spending. More stimulus, more promises. We're paying interest on yesterday's mistakes with tomorrow's money. This isn't a budget, it's a treadmill, and we can't get off. So who actually holds the debt? Not just China, not just the government. It's you, your pension, your savings, your bank account. 70% of U.S. debt is owned by Americans, through bonds, funds, and the Federal Reserve itself. The rest belongs to foreign nations that depend on the U.S. dollar to keep their economies alive. It's a perfect circle of dependency. America funds the world, and the world funds America. Until the trust breaks, and when it does, everyone loses. The dollar isn't just America's currency, it's the world's oxygen. Oil, trade, global finance, all priced in dollars. As long as the world needs dollars, America can borrow endlessly. It's the greatest power ever built. But rivals are moving quietly, building new systems, trading in gold, creating currencies that don't depend on Washington. The moment the dollar loses its dominance, America's debt becomes visible, and the illusion ends. What happens when the illusion fades? Confidence breaks. Markets freeze, investors run, the dollar falls. It starts small, a rise in interest rates, then a credit crunch, then panic. Prices surge, savings evaporate, the system suffocates on its own debt. But this isn't chaos in the streets. It's quiet, slow, psychological. A collapse not of buildings, but of belief. When fear spreads, America turns to the Fed, the guardian of stability, the master of money. But the Fed doesn't fix the system, it feeds it. Every crisis, the same solution: print more money, lower the rates, stimulate the market. And each fix makes the next disaster bigger. We've built an economy addicted to rescue. The system doesn't fear collapse, it fears sobriety. Every bailout, every stimulus check, every rescue plan paid for with more debt. It feels like help. But every new dollar steals a fraction of value from the ones already in your pocket. Inflation isn't a glitch. It's the bill for saving the economy. The more America borrows, the less your money is worth. And the average citizen pays the highest price, in silence at the grocery store. Someone always wins. While the middle class fights inflation, corporations borrow cheap, buy back their own stock, and grow richer. The top 1% owns more wealth than the entire middle class combined. Every collapse transfers power upward. Every rescue saves those who caused it. Debt isn't their burden. It's their business model. When the system cracks, the rich buy what's left. This isn't the end of America. It's the end of denial. The truth is simple. The debt can't be erased, but the way we live with it can change. The future belongs to those who understand the game, who invest in assets that outlive the dollar, who build skills no collapse can erase. Empires fall, but knowledge endures. America's $35 trillion problem isn't just a number. It's a message. And it's time we listened. Every dollar has a story, and this one's still being written. If you want to understand how America's economy really works and how to protect your wealth from the storm it created, subscribe to the Money Manual, because understanding the system is the only way to escape it.